Alcohol is the only drug on the planet where you need an excuse to not drink it. If you've had an addiction to opioid painkillers for the past 20 years and you're 3 weeks without a painkiller, nobody's going to say it's a good idea to have a painkiller again. If you've had an addiction to sleeping pills, nobody's going to hand you a sleeping pill after coming off it saying, why don't you just have one? But alcohol is in a totally different category. You could have spent 30 years of your life drinking every single day. You could be a month off alcohol. You could go and see an old friend, sit in a bar, tell them that you're not drinking, and they're still going to offer you a drink. It is mass insanity, because it's still a drug that does more damage than all the other illegal drugs. So why is it okay to offer somebody that's not drinking alcohol a drink? Yet if we saw somebody doing that with any other drug, we'd think that they are evil, manipulative, ruthless people. See, alcohol is one of the most manipulative, pervasive drugs that we have in the world. And the crazy thing is that the drug is actually playing tricks on you and you don't even know about it. And today in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how alcohol is silently ripping your life apart and you don't even know it. But most importantly, by the end of this video, you're gonna know exactly what to do about this to change your relationship with alcohol so you can take it or leave it, the same way that you can take or leave a sandwich or a glass of milk. By the end of this video, I want to get you into a state of mind where alcohol is an afterthought. Now, very quickly, why should you listen to me? Well, my name is Leon Sylvester. I spent about 10 years trying to stop drinking alcohol with AA, with going to church, with doing it on my own, reading books. I tried pretty much everything out there, but for the past 6 years, I've not touched a drop of alcohol. I have a coaching company called SoberClear.com where we've worked with hundreds of professionals and business owners, people from NASA, from Forbes, medical doctors have hired us. And in short, not only do I have experience with this problem myself, but I have helped hundreds upon hundreds of people fix it in their own life. If you want more details on how I actually work with people, you can just go over to SoberClear.com to learn more about the program and the method and how it all works. But now let's break down how alcohol is silently manipulating you. So we've just had a friend that came and stayed with us. He stayed for a week. He was in Dubai where we live. He was coming here, he said, I'm going to get a hotel. I'm like, listen, we've got spare rooms, just come and crash with us. And this is somebody that I trust. I have no issues with him being in the house. I don't mind leaving my wallet around. I don't mind going out when he's in the house, and it's totally fine. So imagine for a second that you invite a friend that you trust into your home. Imagine this is somebody that you love. It's somebody that you think will improve your life, somebody that will enhance your life and add value. Some of you might know where I'm going with this now I said that, but so imagine the friend is staying at your house, but imagine things just slowly start disappearing. First, just one key from your keyring disappears. Then one card from your wallet, you lose it. You can't find it anywhere. Before you know it, a book disappears. And then bigger things start disappearing. A wheel from your car disappears. And you start to realize that it's actually this friend of yours that's stealing these items from you. And by the time you actually say, do you know what? Something's not right here. I'm going to stand up to this friend. I'm going to confront them. By the time you actually get the courage to do this, half of your house is missing. And listen, if this sounds familiar to you, it's the exact same thing that alcohol does to people. It all starts off as a friend, a crutch, somebody that's there for you, somebody that's going to help you relax. We see alcohol as a way to socialize, as a way to just enjoy life a little bit more. And we build a relationship with this drug where we do see it as kind of like a friend. You know, I've heard people in the Sober Clear program, in fact, one of the coaches in the program called Joe, he said this to me. Leon, I'm not going to lie, when I gave up alcohol, it was like saying goodbye to a long lost friend. It was quite a strange feeling. Yet look what's happening behind the scenes. Alcohol starts off as something positive. But then you start to realize you put on a bit of weight. You start to realize that it's taking away precious time that you used to spend doing hobbies, doing things that you love. You realize you're skipping a few workouts. You're not eating the same kind of food anymore. And this so-called friend of yours just slowly chips away at your entire life. And I'm not saying that you might be at rock bottom or anything like that, but if you really reflect on your life, has alcohol really added anything to it? And this is the insidious nature of alcohol. It's quiet, it's subtle, and most people don't even realize that they're even addicted to a drug. It keeps taking things away, but we keep rationalizing and justifying our choice to drink alcohol. It makes no sense. You would have no issues confronting a friend that was stealing from you. If they were staying in your house and you could see that things were disappearing, you would be right at their room saying, yo, get the heck out, pack your bags, you're out, son. You wouldn't mind doing that. Yet, if we open our cupboards, there's something right there that's doing the exact same thing. It's taking and taking and taking. When I was growing up, when I was, 14, 15, 16, I started smoking cigarettes. And I actually remember I got hooked on cigarettes really, really quickly. I remember like intense cravings. I remember before my exams when I was 16 years of age, I'd smoke like 3 cigarettes in the morning. I'd do my exam, and then as soon as I was out the exam, I'd smoke a cigarette. And it was me and my best friend at the time. we started smoking together. And he always said to me, I'm not even addicted to smoking. And I would smoke every single day, and he would sometimes go 2 days without smoking. And he's like, it's great, man. I can just stop whenever I want. And I couldn't. Like, I didn't get that. But do you want to know something crazy? That man is 31 years of age, the same age as I am. And he still smokes to this day. I quit smoking years ago, but this is the crazy thing. Nobody actually realizes that they're becoming addicted to anything. And the only time they realize that they're actually addicted is the day that they decide to try and stop drinking alcohol or stop whatever drug it is, and they can't stop doing it. They struggle and struggle and struggle. So what are we doing here? Are we just waiting? Are we putting this off until it's too late? But just ask yourself for a second. Are you experiencing an increased tolerance? Do you need to drink more than you used to? Are you always looking forward to that drink at the end of the day? Are you drinking alone more often? Are you craving alcohol more? Are you starting to hide your drinking from loved ones or your neighbors? See, for a second, just get real with yourself. Do you not see how alcohol is sneaking into your life in different ways and you're not even doing anything about it? Just look at the drinking situation. Have you been drinking less over time? Probably not. But right now, just visualize the path that you are on. If you were drinking too much alcohol, or if you've stopped drinking alcohol recently, go back in time a little bit, but just visualize that path that you were on. Do you see it getting better? Do you see yourself drinking less? Do you see it stealing less things from you over time? Well, if you don't see that, I'm sorry to say it, but you're probably lying to yourself. And if you do see it and you're not doing anything about it, then listen, that is just irresponsible. It's not looking good. And the world is starting to wake up. People are starting to question their beliefs around this drug. People are starting to change their relationship with it. And people are starting to see through the lies. So listen, if you are ready to change and you want to do it a different way, click the video on the screen right now to learn 3 secrets to getting in control of your drinking.